singing. The town was free at last. During the night raids, the AA gunners had strafed the town in an attempt to shoot down low-flying aircraft. The town militia had now rounded up these gunners. They retreated as well, and now their quarters stood empty. After what seemed like a long absence, Allied aircraft soared overhead. I wondered if the fateful enemy ace, the one that Yellow 13 longed to meet, was on them. What would happen if they ever came face to face? I fell in with the routed Erusians and followed after the squadron.
Whiskey corridor.
Ooh. So he fell in with the routed Erusians. So the kid's staying with yellows?
Whiskey
I
corridor
suppose.
Is that what that
a strip
means?
of land between
Yeah,
Lambert and
follow
Amber
and see what
Mountains.
happens.
The enemy has deployed a large tank force at the end of the
Okay.
corridor as its final line of defense.
This has
Despite being
with the food to
outnumbered,
eat.
our allies must face this enemy contingent.
After hours of eating candy, I'm like, you know what? There's just some real food.
Let's
Our
make some.
projected casualty rate
make
is
some actual
extremely
food.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a
I hit the
miracle
spot,
in air
though.
support to win this battle. Annihilate enemy ground forces and provide direct close air support to our troops.
Yay, more bombing stuff.
Yay! How many points?
Good question. Check our aircraft, though. Huh.
Any good aircraft?
So we unlocked the Su-35, which is a MiG. MiG 35.
Alright.
I believe it's the current generation of MiG being used currently.
Radical.
But yeah, we're not gonna use that plane.
Okay. Sticking with the basics.
So I'm gonna use the F-15 we've been using. Get the cluster bombs. Clubs. There we go. Huh.
Radical.
It's pretty decent, both air and ground, so. The old F-15E.
Woo!
With the clubs.
Clubs.
Looks like 3,500 points.
Whiskey's corridor. That sounds delicious.
Attention all aircraft, this is Sky Eye. This is primarily a ground battle, so our duty is to provide close air support. Destroy as many enemies as possible to assist our troops' forward movement.
So this is kind of the Erusian's last stand.
Okay.
We'll be in their main city after this.
Stay alert.
Boy.
They got any weapons.
Taking the continent. This one guy's taking the continent.
No, there's 4 other dudes on the blip there.
That's
They don't do nothing, but
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
Central line of
you
resistance.
know, they're there.
They're moral
8
support.
miles.
They're there to chatter at the top.
Yeah, they're not characters you're really invested in, like compared to 5 or 0 or 6.
Right.
Tank destroyed.
Yeah. Well, the lone wolf thing kind of hits home. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, my morning's been full of trying experimental food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been all morning trying to make egg rolls from scratch to no avail.
Yes, I had some of those egg rolls from scratch.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of dough tubes. They're kind of deep
bread
fried dough tubes.
Yeah, the time is not good. Yeah. So yeah, don't use recipes that say they're egg roll recipes, but then they end up making pot stickers with them. So like, so is this good egg roll recipe? No.
Yes, not.
Because man, so I can do the filling just fine. I'm just picking that type of stuff. But the dough part I'm not good at. I'm not really good with pulling out dough and cooking it. So
Yeah.
kind of a trial and error type right now for me.
Enemy radar strike.
I mean, we could eat it, but
Enemy facility
yeah.
destroyed.
I think it would have been a lot better warm.
Yeah,
I think I came in a little late.
late in the process.
Like, hey, do you want?
Even
You want
warm,
some
it was
egg
like
roll?
The caterpillar's damaged. We need backup.
Also, it's really infuriating because 90% of the egg roll recipes are like, oh, here's how to keep the filling. Oh, just buy your wrappers from the store. That's all you need. Like, no, I want to make from scratch.
Yeah, because you want to learn to make like huge ones.
Yeah.
Right? Like custom size.
Some size. I can't do normal ones, so
Enemy radar spike.
pull around out of my skills.
Yeah.
Mobius 1, shot 1 down.
Well, I made apple pie the other day.
Did you now?
Locked
Yes.
on. Mobius
It
1,
was
Fox 2.
delicious. We have an apple tree in our backyard, so I got to use fresh apples right off the tree. They're gross apples. Like they're really tart. They're tiny. They're, you know, you wouldn't want to eat them, but that makes them perfect for pie. Because you add a shit ton of sugar and cinnamon and nutmeg.
They're not like crab apples, aren't they?
They're a step up from crab apples. You know, the good ones off the tree taste a little like Granny Smiths,
Okay.
but you know, shitty Granny Smiths.
No, wait! Hold your fire until they surround us. Then
I mean,
engage.
that tree's been there ever since I was, like, before I was born. And occasionally we'd get brave enough to eat some apples off the tree, but it was never very good. But
Yeah, pie is great.
apparently, was the best use for those things.
You want it tart.
Yep.
Yeah. That wasn't even clear in my throat. No, sure.
No.
Oh no. This
I-
level's a little boring.
Thus, we're talking about our food conquests.
Yeah.
Or lack of conquests.
I don't know. I'm sometimes very ambitious. Try like weird recipes I find online.
Fox 2.
Sometimes they hold up.
Destroyed.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I can bake a brie. Nobody's business.
Enemy facility
Yeah,
destroyed.
you got one up on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
How to figure
I learned that in French class.
First class.
That is... I couldn't hold a conversation
you
with
need
you.
those skills if you're going to France.
I couldn't hold a conversation
You're gonna
with you,
go in
but I
this
can
country.
bake a brie.
If you're going to go in this country, you need to take the free test.
The brie.
Sam destroyed.
Yeah. That's how you get citizenship in France.
Facility destroyed.
Can you
Take
make
the
a
written
brie?
exam, and then you have the practical test where you bake a brie.
Don't give them an easy target.
And then choose the right wine to go with it.
Mobius 1, short green opening for us.
There was that, what did we make?
Enemy facility
That
destroyed.
double layer chocolate cheesecake we made.
Oh,
Do you remember that? That was a recipe I found online. And it was good. But man, is my heart stopped.
Yeah.
So what, like, it told us to use Nutella?
Oh, jeez.
You remember that?
That's right.
It
Uh-huh.
was like, this is delicious, but man, I need insulin shot right now. I'm not even diabetic. I'm just kind of woozy. Do you want this? No? No. So I never made that again.
Yeah.
Plenty of cheesecake though.
12 o'clock. Radar lock.
You make those,
Missed.
what do you call those?
Approaching
The
point of
ones
return.
where you take
Encourage course to refuel. Landed
the
at 6
tortilla.
o'clock.
Oh, the quote unquote chimichangas.
Yes.
But they're not really chimichangas.
Because you put cream cheese and strawberries in them,
Yeah.
and it's a dessert chimichanga.
Yeah. Technically it's a breakfast, but you know, America.
Oh, breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
You are clear
Well,
for
strawberries and cream
takeoff.
cheese, that's a breakfast.
Yeah, it's breakfast.
Pretty good breakfast. Not when you eat like 5 of them in
No.
one day, like
Like
we do
did.
when you make those.
Yeah, that's the latest like internet recipe. Like, oh, that seems easy, and I can do that.
Missed.
Well, those are like trial and error. Like, I make it the first time. Like, okay, This one I don't do now this time.
Box 2.
I remember I made them kind of sour last time. I didn't put enough fruit.
Yes.
But then the second time, I'm like, okay, this is it.
Gotta,
And it's all over my shirt.
yes.
Because it opened a small hole in the side and
Yeah.
oozed out of it.
I wonder if it would be if you like let them cool a little.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait that long.
Oh, hey, it's the Grim Reaper. They're pulling us now.
Oh. We're the
Playing
Grim
with-
Reaper now?
The plane with the ribbon.
Awesome. Nobody's won. Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Playing with the ribbon. Lone Wolf.
Box 2.
Oh yeah, we're playing a video game.
Right.
I forgot.
So we blow stuff up on the sand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly tanks. And they're always like bunched up in twos or threes, like so. It's kind of take out the tanks. Kind of a simple mission.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
You know, one of the long attack all the targets missions. So. Anyway, food.
Food.
Bombs away.
And we tried to make that our own deepest pizza that one time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tank destroyed.
Back and then, yeah, as being a noob with dough, it
Yeah,
was
we
like 2 inches of crust,
Yeah, we didn't quite
bland
know
crust.
what to do with the.
Like, well, that's an alcohol flour.
Yeah. I remember that.
I also didn't have a rolling pin. I had to use like a flat cup.
That's right.
I like gorilla style.
Yeah, we were prepared for that.
Like, oh, this cup is flat. Yeah, this kind of works. I got to borrow the marble rolling pin now for those egg rolls, but apparently I need to make it a little thinner. I
Yeah,
think egg rolls supposed to be like breadstick. So,
definitely not.
oh well, trial and error.
Tank destroyed.
Need to A, make the damn stuff thinner rather, and B, make the filling a lot easier. With all the flavors inside the ingredients, not really in the crust.
Gotcha.
Theory, anyway.
In theory.
Like,
Missile shot trashed.
A10. There we go.
There he goes.
Ended shot down.
I'm trying to think of any other food I've made recently.
This was like a long time ago, but remember you wanted a recipe from my mom for the
Oh, that's right.
adobo, right?
Yeah,
Chicken
we
adobo.
made that a couple times, so I was having.
Yeah.
Box 2.
Now, see, problem with learning stuff with a Filipino woman is that mom never measures,
Right.
and so I remember like you wanted the recipe, but I didn't have like measurements for you because I never know those measurements.
Yeah.
Because measurements to my mother is put some of this, and we'll put a little bit of that. You know, that's good. Stuff it in there. Stuff it in there. And so, like for a lot of mom's recipes, I have to like reverse engineer
Yeah.
all these recipes
Figure out how much
because mom never
works,
measures.
and then measure that much. Yeah.
So I remember I'm like, okay, so if you had 3 parts of the pot, so make like 3 parts of the water and then 2 parts of the soy sauce and then 1 part vinegar. And you're like, what the fuck is that?
Box 2.
How much is one part?
What's 1 part?
Nothing but
There's
air.
1 part. Just make it equal.
Okay.
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah,
So
it works. Because that's how I gauge
We,
it.
yeah, we kind of had to translate it into, okay, how many cups is that?
Old Anchor Point City. Hit vector
But,
080.
you know,
It
it
was
worked
tasty.
out.
It worked out.
I remember that our family's chocolate chip cookie recipe, we have it written down, but when my grandma was still alive, like she didn't need the recipe anymore, so
Yeah.
she didn't even think about the measurements.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
her thing was that
Tank
when she
destroyed.
was teaching people how to make her cookies, she'd just say, "All right, put that in until it feels right."
How's it feel, right?
Yeah. So that's our family cooking
But
joke.
can you just like live vicariously through your fingers now? Can you just like feel the dough?
I can't really do that.
Oh, there
no.
you go.
I haven't made those cookies enough. I need to make them more often. We make them like once a year at Christmas.
Tank destroyed.
So, my family hails from the Philippines, at least my mom does. So, I've had to learn a lot of those dishes by kind of translating from mom to English. Lunch is one of them dishes that I had to learn. And, mom's kind of getting up there to cook it anymore, so it's kind of up to me. Pull all the recipes. Thankfully, I know how to cook those. Sometimes I forget. So I cook them very rarely. I'm like, do I have to some of this?
Crashed.
And then mom don't remember at all, so I'm like, do you know how much is pressure? I'm like, I don't know, just pour it in.
Just put it in. It's fine.
It's probably for the best, because I remember my sister wanted to know what she was and she's probably asking her mother, but yeah, she was like, oh, you know, you just put some of this, and you know, pour a little bit of that, and mom's like, what? How much is this? What's this is this? Yeah.
Little of this, little of that. And you're done.
Kind of the
Mobius 1, Box 2.
it's like ancient languages, you know, it's kind of orally passed down. You don't write it down.
Yeah.
You just know. You just know.
You just know how much goes in. Whatever. Yeah. My family does not hail from the Philippines.
Mobius 1, Box 2.
I think, as far as I know, we come from California.
Mm.
And we came up
Well,
here.
to be fair, my dad's side of the family comes from California. Mom does not.
Yeah.
I'm what you call a half-breed. Which is a tale for another episode.
Yes. I suppose so. Alright, what's going on in this game?
Oh,
gotta
speaking of
be-
which, yeah, you know, like we was before, explosive up.
Yep.
Talking over bullshit.
Alright. Any air weapons?
I'm out of bombs. Probably, I don't know, I have 5 minutes left. I wonder if I can make it back in time. It's just fast enough, I guess. This is the F-15. But yes.
But yes.
We're surrounded.
We also watched that. So another note.
Enemy vehicle
Uh-huh.
destroyed.
So we talked about something
Tank
embarrassing.
destroyed.
Sure.
We didn't watch that
Missed.
Tumblr makes an episode of Sailor Moon today.
Oh yeah.
So you can. There's a timestamp for you.
Yeah. That's about when this episode was
Yeah.
filmed.
It was pretty funny because
Tank
a
destroyed.
lot of those art styles are either like
Radar spike.
kind of famous and replicated, or they're like extremely derpy.
Yeah.
It even made it even better.
It was pretty great. You'd go from like
Radar
super
lock.
fake anime to like Bob's Burgers to like super voluptuous like Tumblr noses and
Tumblr noses,
to straight up stick figures.
and really detailed animation to like really like 2002 Newgrounds Flash style.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like the stupid episodes too.
Yes. And it was an episode I remembered.
What's that?
That was the best part.
I don't know if that's a good thing to mention.
Like, I actually saw that episode when it was airing on Toonami.
Yeah.
The episode where they pretended that they were having a fight, but they were actually having kind of a fight.
They're fighting, but they're not really fighting.
Yeah.
They're kind of fighting.
They were fighting, they were pretending to fight to trick trick the Negaverse into thinking
Yeah.
that Sailor Moon was going to join them, but then, surprise, Sailor Moon wasn't going to join them.
Surprise!
Surprise!
The trick!
So it made even more stupid and funny
Yeah.
with the addition of dumb art styles.
The art styles and 90s era
You are
dubbing.
cleared.
Yes. Really brought me back.
Oh, yeah. Like,
My favorite part was when multiple artists got to animate the same stock animations. That was fun.
that was fun.
Because Ray uses her fire ability a few times.
Yeah.
So, like 3 different artists got to do their take on the flame doohickey.
Oh, this is like the second time we've been to Sailor Moon.
Well,
Probably more than that.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, the Sailor Moon Crystal anime is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm kind of watching that.
Good for you.
Good for me. I am embarrassed to say that. I'm not proud. of
It's
the
not
fact-
proud.
I'm not proud of the fact that I'm kind of watching Sailor Moon.
Well, see, before we had an excuse. Now we have no excuse.
Yeah.
Like, before it was like, I want to watch Dragon Ball Z. But there's this girl anime on
There's
a
this-
half hour before it. So I'll just watch it because they're kind of hot or whatever. Now you don't have an excuse. You're not watching Dragon Ball Z afterwards. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's like,
no.
whatever.
I'm just
It's
watching
on.
Sailor Moon to watch Sailor Moon.
And
It's
like,
true.
everyone knows that if you watch one episode of Sailor Moon, you watch all episodes of Sailor Moon. They're kind of all the same.
Well, we're still in the early episodes where she's gathering all the party members.
Right.
Once she gets all the party members, then it'll.
Well, this
then
is
one
like,
episode is.
isn't that like Kai? Like it's just super shortened and
Yes.
all about the manga.
It looks like it's got much better.
It's a manga translation.
Much better pacing
Yeah.
than the Tsunami show.
It's not meant for syndication. It's meant to be authentic to the lore. Yes.
To the lore.
The lore.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon lore. Okay, I'm sorry.
It is deep.
It's so deep.
Deepest lore.
Why are we talking?
Those
I
chicks-
brought it up. I don't
Those
know.
chicks totally weren't cousins.
No, they weren't. Oh dear. So I'm watching. Actually,
What other anime? We're watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, that's
There. We have
Yeah.
our anime street cred back.
We were watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It was on part 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not really digging. I kind of miss the old like
One
fan
and two.
subtitles where they kind of kept all the
Yes, because they're changing the names to the like the pod-safe versions, like where
Yeah.
so they
if you
don't get
haven't-
sued.
Right.
So Crunchyroll doesn't get sued.
So like I watched the Crunchyroll version because it's like simulcast, so it's like out on
The enemy is in retreat.
time it
Our
shows
troops
out.
are advancing.
And so it's like, but
Mission
they're using like
complete.
the
All aircraft
like,
RTB.
Don't Sue Me. These names are copyright.
Centerfold instead of Jay Guile.
Steely Dan.
Dan of Steel
Dan
instead
of
of
Steel.
instead of Steely Dan.
Anyway.
Oh
next
wow, it's over.
Yeah.
Did we win?
You won.
Are you
Next
win-
episode,
are
more
you-
anime.
Are you winning, son?
Winning.